Did you know that high heels, now seen as a quintessential part of women's fashion, were originally designed for men? This surprising fact is just one chapter in the intriguing history of footwear that reflects social changes and the evolution of style across the centuries. Today, let's take a journey through time to uncover how heels transformed from a practical item of utility to a symbol of femininity. Let's start our exploration in 10th century Persia, where the story of high heels begins. Persian cavalrymen wore wide-heeled shoes that allowed for a better grip in stirrups during horseback riding. The heel helped soldiers stay steady, enabling them to stand up in the stirrups and shoot arrows more effectively. It was a clever invention rooted in necessity, long before it became associated with fashion. Fast forward to the late 16th century, and European aristocracy adopts this functional footwear from Persian horsemen. Heels became the epitome of status and power, thanks to Persian influences brought to Europe by diplomats. In particular, the French court, with its extravagant tastes, embraced these heels. They became part of the ostentatious wardrobes for noblemen, including King Louis XIV of France, who was infamous for his love of elaborate clothing. The king, standing at approximately 5'4", often wore heels as high as 4 inches, famously decorated with intricate designs and red dye, which was expensive at the time. This move cemented the red-soled heels as a marker of high status and wealth. This trend was further fueled by the image of strength and masculinity associated with horseback riding, an activity that heels had been initially designed to support. Men of the court, eager to showcase their masculinity and power, took to wearing heels as part of their fashion statement. The higher the heel, the more powerful and in vogue the man appeared. Intriguingly, this period saw the heel height and design often determining the wearer's social rank, transcending mere utility to become a status symbol. However, as the 18th century unfolded, societal norms began to shift. Enlightenment ideals ushered in a new era of practicality and reason, pulling the focus away from flamboyance. The Industrial Revolution subsequently pushed for functional, comfortable clothing that supported the working class's needs. As men turned toward practicality in their dress, high heels fell out of favor among them. It was during this transition that women began to claim high heels as part of their fashion ensemble, altered to fit the slender foot of the feminine figure, reshaping their significance in society. The shifting of heels from men's fashion to women's was not instant but gradual, aligning with the broader cultural shift toward associating heels with femininity. By the 19th century, high heels were firmly entrenched in women's fashion, symbolizing not just elegance, but also, paradoxically, the restriction imposed on their independence of movement. During this time, women's fashion emphasized delicate, ornate clothing, and high heels complemented the look by accentuating the feminine form in a way seen as socially desirable. As the 20th century progressed, heels saw a variety of stylistic changes. The post-war period celebrated higher, thinner heels, such as the stiletto, which emerged in the 1950s, courtesy of improved technology and innovation in materials. This era glorified heels as representing a mixture of attraction and empowerment, despite ongoing debates about the implications of such footwear on gender perception and physical health. Today, the heel continues its evolution. It remains a staple of women's fashion, but its roots in men's utility and status paint a rich historical tapestry. Interestingly, heels are seeing a resurgence in men's fashion as well, highlighting how style and societal norms evolve in cycles. In conclusion, the journey of high heels from the battlefields of Persia to the fashion runways of the modern world reflects the complex dance between utility, gender roles, and fashion. This history challenges us to look beyond the surface to understand the profound cultural narratives that our everyday items carry. Who knows what the next chapter for heels will be? One thing is certain, in the world of fashion, as in history, the only constant is change.